Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, a TikTok threat puts schools on alert.
This is not a funny thing. This isn't a joke.
The toll it's taking on both police and parents.
Plus, a potential serial killer in Virginia.
The victims did nothing wrong. Didn't have to happen, but justice will prevail.
The disturbing connection a shopping cart has to the case. And
some of us saw some needed rain today, and there's more rain headed our way this weekend. We'll time it all out for you, plus we'll let you know when much colder air returns.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Brittany McGraw.
And I'm John Carlin. A viral school threat is sweeping the nation, sparking concern here at home.
10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett joins us in the studio. And Lindsay, what do we know about this threat? And then how have police been responding?
John, Brittany, well, we know that the threat is a viral challenge on TikTok that's going across schools in the country. Roanoke County police say there aren't any credible local threats, but they still take it seriously.
Schools across the country on high alert Friday after a threat of violence circulated on social media, putting parents and grandparents like Vonner Spencer on edge.
It's a big concern for all of us who have children in the schools.
Roanoke County Police Sergeant Dan Walters says the department heard about the threat Thursday and discovered it had been made across the Commonwealth and the country.
Obviously, Maine, Ohio, New York, it's all over the place. There was no direct threat that we saw to any of our schools here in Roanoke County, for that matter, anywhere in Southwest Virginia.
In response, officers stepped up their presence at every school Friday, outside and in the halls.
It was very welcomed by all who were bringing their kids to school, by all bus drivers, students.
He says similar social media challenges have surfaced since August.
Property damage, assault and battery, small-time larcenies, things of that nature, pulling fire alarms.
And police take every single one seriously.
Any kind of threat seriously, and we make sure that we investigate it properly to assure the safety of everybody involved.
But responding to these threats pulls officers from their other responsibilities, stretching short-staffed departments even thinner.
You're taking that extra body away from where they need to be on a regular rotation and during the shift, so there's one less body to be able to answer calls quickly.
Walters says police rely on parents and students to be their eyes and ears. And if you see something, say something.
Do not keep these things down. No matter how minor you think it is, it may not be minor at all.
Although today is the last day before winter break in Roanoke County, police say they'll still be monitoring the situation even after kids head home for the holidays. Live in the studio, Lindsay Kennett, 10 News, working for you.
A suspected serial killer in Virginia is behind bars tonight. Police believe Anthony Robinson is responsible for the murders of at least 4 women in Harrisonburg and the D.C. area. The 35-year-old is being called the shopping cart killer because he allegedly uses these carts to transport his victims' bodies to hiding places after meeting them on dating sites.
There may be other victims in this case. He interacted with people. We know he's killed some of them. There might have been some that escaped or ran across him and have information.
Robinson is currently being held at the Rockingham-Harrisonburg Regional Jail. And the family of a college student from Virginia is a step closer to justice tonight. The third and final teen charged with murdering Tessa Majors has now pled guilty. Rashawn Weaver, who was 14 at the time, admitted to stabbing her during an attempted robbery in New York City back in 2019. He says it's because Majors bit him while trying to get away. Weaver will be sentenced next month.
The lawsuit filed against a former Liberty University employee is moving forward. Today in court, a judge ordered Scott Lamb to hand over all documents or trade secret information. The school is suing him for up to $3 million for defamation. Lamb also has filed a lawsuit for wrongful termination. He says he was fired for voicing concerns over the mishandling of sexual abuse accusations.
All right, turning to the forecast, and we are tracking a chance for and already getting in some cases showers.
Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is here to show us who can expect rain this weekend.
Yeah, I think the chance for perhaps a little bit more of a widespread rain goes up a little bit tomorrow. Frankly, today, some of us got wet, others not so much. The highest concentration of wet weather today was in areas along and north of Highway 460. We have one little sprinkle right now towards Appomattox County, maybe one or two, say, towards Halifax County. A couple more showers towards West Virginia. This is all pushing east-northeast, by the way, at about 30 miles per hour. Also seeing a couple of showers in places like Bath and Highland counties. A couple of light showers, say, near Goshen. In Rockbridge County, with most of the rain now pushing a little bit closer to like Stanton at this point in Augusta County. Here's the issue. We need the rain. We are abnormally dry in areas in yellow. Okay, so the mountains, you need the rain. I will tell you, though, the area that needs the most rain, Lynchburg and Southside. Why? Because that is where we have a moderate severe drought. So any rain we get here over the next 24 to 36 hours will be beneficial for all. But my hope is certainly Southside gets a little bit of rain because, again, it's getting pretty dire down there. Weekend forecast showing temperatures Saturday 69 falling to near 50 on Sunday. I think the first part of Saturday's dry. Late morning on is our best chance for rain on Saturday. By Sunday, the best chance for rain is about the first half of the day. John?
Thank you, Jeff. The CDC now suggesting that you should opt for the Pfizer or the Moderna COVID vaccine instead of Johnson & Johnson. 10 News reporter Annie Schroeder is working for you in the newsroom to break down the reason behind this new change. Annie?
Yeah, John, well, this change is because of the concern over potential blood clots from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And while that chance is relatively low, health leaders say it's better to be safe than sorry. Now, millions of doses of the J&J vaccine have been administered here in the U.S., but only about 54 cases of the rare blood clotting disease were reported. Virginia State's health commissioner says the chances are higher for people ages 18 to 40. Oliver says this recommendation is coming just as a precaution.
People who have been vaccinated already with J&J should know that that vaccine is effective against COVID-19. The blood clotting disorder occurs relatively soon after getting the vaccination.
Now, Dr. Oliver says the chances of a blood clot are significantly lower if you've had your shot of Johnson & Johnson for a few weeks. He also wants to remind Virginians to get their booster shot if they are eligible ahead of the holidays. Live in the newsroom tonight, Annie Schroeder, 10 News, working for you.
Relief is on the way for schools dealing with supply chain issues in the cafeteria. Today, the USDA announced the Biden administration is providing up to $1.5 billion to struggling districts. A portion of that money will also allow schools to get supplies from local vendors. Virginia will get just over $34 billion.
Governor Ralph Northam's proposed budget carves out millions of dollars for tribal land reacquisition and cultural site conservation. Calfee Community and Culture Center in Pulaski County was just added to the landmark map for its African American education history. The center's president says this could be the last push they need to start construction in the spring.
Remembering the past, and there are lessons learned and all, but also to recognize those who've come before us and the stories, and a lot of times the stories have struggles.
Hickman says if they gain the funds that they can get, that will allow them to open their doors, it could be as soon as January of 2023.
Thousands of homes are about to get safer. The partnership that's making an impact on fire safety.
Plus, negotiations over Biden's domestic policy package will have to be pushed into the new year. The one lawmaker who will determine if it passes.
And a reminder that you can enter for a chance to win this Yukon fire pit if you can guess when Roanoke will get its first measurable snowfall. And we promise the winter weather is coming. Eventually.
Eventually, it has to happen sooner or later. It always has. But to play, you have to be a WSLS insider, and you have until Tuesday to sign up on WSLS.com. President Joe Biden now acknowledging that his Build Back Better economic plan will not pass the Senate by Christmas.
It may also have roadblocks in the new year.
Yeah, earlier this week, Democrats decided to push back negotiations to 2022. 10 News political analyst Dr. Ed Lynch says that one lawmaker will likely play a key factor in whether it passes.
Thanks to the opposition of people like Joe Manchin and Senator from West Virginia, a comprehensive Build Back Better bill is very, very unlikely to pass this year or next year.
Manchin wants to budget the child tax credit for 10 years instead of 1, but the change would push the legislation over the senator's spending cap of $1.75 trillion.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
6:16 here, and we are monitoring on just a couple of showers, 1 or 2 right along the borders, say with Highland, Bath, and Augusta counties. That is moving more to the east, northeast. There could certainly be some rain in Charlottesville here over the next hour or so. Also watching a couple of showers, say near Beckley in West Virginia. Those may actually be heading for you folks in Allegheny and Bath counties here over the next couple of hours or so. Is that also moving east-northeast at about 30 miles per hour? Future tracker showing that by midnight there will only be a stray shower or 2 around, highest probability towards the highlands. Tomorrow 7 a.m. we're pretty quiet, but soon thereafter the rain chances start to go up. I'd say by mid to late morning, we're going to start to see the rain starting to push into many of our backyards, okay? Scattered showers will rule the roost for us here, I would say, from about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning through, say, dinner time tomorrow. After dinner time, I think the chance for rain will start to decrease. Now, as far as Sunday is concerned, it looks like we're going to have the chance for a little bit of leftover rain in the morning, but my hope is that as we go into Sunday afternoon, we will be able to salvage at least part of the day. I would say by 2, 3 o'clock on Sunday, much of the rain should be gone. And after that, we may actually start to see those clouds breaking up. So we may actually close out the weekend with a little bit of sunshine, but there will be rain chances on Saturday lasting into Sunday. Best chance for rain tomorrow after about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. Best chance for rain on Sunday will be, say, from sunrise through about 2 p.m. Since October, we have not seen much rain at all. South side, you've seen just a little bit over 1.5 inches of rain, while Lynchburg, the NRV, the Roanoke Valley, you've seen anywhere from 4 to 4.5 inches of rain. Keep in mind, we were supposed to have seen anywhere between 9 and 10 inches of rain. That's our average. So all of us are well below average in the rainfall department of late. Well below average at that. 62 right now in Lynchburg, also in Roanoke, Danville 2, 56 Martinsville, 61 Blacksburg, 57 in Covington. I want to talk to you about the winter solstice. It happens for us next Tuesday. It is indeed the shortest day of the year with the sun's rays right over the Tropic of Capricorn. So on the shortest day of the year, on the winter solstice, we have 9 hours and 39 minutes of daylight. But by Valentine's Day, that number goes up to 10 hours and 48 minutes. And by the first day of spring, that number goes up to 11 hours and 20 minutes of daylight. For tonight, a couple of spotty showers around. I don't anticipate much more than that. Mostly cloudy otherwise. Overnight lows tonight between about 47 and 53. 3-day zone-by-zone forecast showing the chance for some rain Saturday and Sunday in the NRV, but by Monday you're dry. Notice in the highlands, temperatures tomorrow mid to upper 60s, and you fall into the 40s Sunday and Monday. South side 70 Saturday, upper 40s on Monday. Big temperature change headed our way. For Lynchburg, you're dry Monday through Friday of next week. Of course, next Friday being Christmas Eve. And across the Roanoke Valley, upper 60s Saturday. That's the warmest day. After that, temperatures drop between 49 and 53 for the next 6 days. John, Brittany.
Well, we're going to get to Brooke in just a second.
Yes, we will.
We're excited about sports, too. However, holiday celebrations, those continue in the Star City. This is a live look from downtown Roanoke on the final night of Dickens of a Christmas.
And look at all the people down there. I just love it. By the way, the Coca-Cola Kids Carnival is set up on Market and Wall Street till 9 o'clock tonight. And the big event, the pet costume contest, that starts in just about 20 minutes.
Dozens of vendors will also be set up in the area. All right, Brooke, sports, what's going on?
I don't know. That looked pretty fun. Not as fun as what I've got coming up, but it's still good stuff. Liberty football preparing for their bowl game, and we've got some college hoops action coming up after the break.
Nightly news is next.